Guten Tag and welcome to this. Quite a few changes. Sha, Ra and Ra, and Ha. No one likes Ha. No one talks about Ha. Quite proud of the two R sounds because maybe they can swap throughout time or words. So a word might start off like bra, and then it could turn to bra, and then bra. So yeah, that's always a handy trick to have. Conjunctions. And is biol, but is ah, and I'm wondering, in music with the pitch, right? Where it's so ah wouldn't sound the same as ah, right? But then again, that is probably why there are differences and different symbols for various vowels that are only slightly different. So I suppose if you're really a stickler for an accent, you could probably do that. Hia, so means hia. For means vniega. Also, I should note that there aren't most of these. There are actually 4 conjunctions in the English language, but it's been reduced to 4 because most of them don't really matter and are just useless or are duplicates. Number system. Now this was a bit tricky because I've been seeing an Artifixian video which talks about binary, which is not good. Don't do that, by the way. And other things like hectary and other things that I probably end with eerie. But I don't really care which one is most effective. I just think the one that's most likely to happen. And I think 5, because 5 is generally already well thought of in here. In English, 5 is half 10. You have 5 fingers on your hand, 5 toes on your feet. It's generally a very nice number, and I think they would base it on that, especially since it's exactly on your hand, so you can just go 5. Also, it doesn't continue, so not all number systems have a way of repeating themselves. So although no one's actually told you how to pronounce, say, a number of 11125, you know how to pronounce it. If you were to write it on paper and then to say it as a word, you would know what that is. And that's the same with these. You'd add a certain something to the end of it. Probably a few of them you would change. So in French you say 21 and 31 for no reason. It doesn't continue at 40, it just does that for 2 random times. So I suppose you can still add unnecessary randomness to numbers. Under preposition, that's good. Also, a problem when you realise that you've done something wrong. Good thing is that you've learnt how you can improve your language, but also that the language before just collapsed. It wouldn't work at all. So that's quite sad. But I suppose I could get away with saying that this was always there, and it's sort of lately done. This is always a thing. Nouns. Gave, not gavi, although it used to be an I, which again, that still wouldn't be E, that would be E. So it used to be gave, but then, actually, I think I used to write it down as a Y. If you go to the last video and you see that, which I'm very ashamed of, that's my corrupt English languageness. So yeah. Also, if you see if you see a letter in between brackets in blue, that means that used to be there, but it's been replaced or just deleted over evolution of language. Rock is re. Plant is dra. River is she. Again, I want to work on pitches, possibly. Female bear is ukiz. Male bear is uglia. I'm quite proud that in male bear there's a completely unnecessary U instead of U. That's just a thing that happened. And also it's basically saying, oh, also the K turned into a G, so can go. So also Lia and is are both, well, you know, he is, yeah, you know what I mean. Skin is ukson. Head is kr, which I think is the same as left, because my logic was that your dominant hand mostly is the right hand, and if you tip to that, the top is the left. So, you know, I that was quite far-fetched of me. Multiplied is u, and clear sap is didenre. Hang on to that, because that's an important thing later. And also multiplied, it could be used for the number system. So you could say, oh, there are more than 5 sheep. Well, obviously they don't have sheep, but theoretical sheep? Oh, well then there's 3 times sheep. But then again, obviously, there are probably some numbers that can't be summarized by the multiplication of either 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to all the combinations. So maybe I should also have an added thing, or a plus. In pain... Sorry, yeah, we finished this. Adjectives: in pain, dead, that's cheery, alive, diden, left, middle. Oh, hold on, have I not pronounced these? U and didenre. No, I think I have. Okay, in pain, dead, so gabson, then. Alive is dead then. I'm quite proud of this again because it's a double negative, so dead is not something, not big, not alive, not me, not something, not we. And then alive is not dead, so it's alive is not something. No, it's dead. It's clever. Trust me. Left is creux, which again is the same as head. Middle half is gras, again upside down uncapitalized R. Right is hia. Hold on. I think I've already done that. Yeah, so is hia. Well, I suppose I could probably get away with saying that's just a fluke in the language. Asleep is giadzen. I think this means yeah. So the ra turned into a ya, probably somehow, and then it said dead. Verb, walk. No, sorry, that's the old ones. Eat animals, capocchio. Eat plants is capodra. This is nice because it's, you know, nobody told me to do this, but I still did it, and I feel very proud that I was unprompted to do something, but still did it very well. Kills is skabuzen. Sorry, kill is kabuzen. Sleep is giadzen. Asleep is basically the same as asleep. I sleep, you know. Basically just different between verb and adjective. Also, incidentally, this system for past, present, future, I think it could be a bit complicated because I have to put in this exceptions line that specifies some things are just change, you know. You've probably learnt that in English lesson or any language that you've learnt. There are always exceptions that are for no practical reason there, they just are, because someone in the past couldn't be bothered to properly pronounce them. Okay, I think that's all of the main words, so now we get to the nice, juicy, specific to culture. The nidson is funeral, it's pretty much what you'd expect. Well, with one difference, which you'll learn later. Garake, ceremonial plant burnt at funeral similar to tea but stronger, and obviously you can't drink it, it would kill you, but it smells a lot like it. Gapsodzen, aura surrounding dead creatures and humans. Not in a good way, it's in a bad way, that's what the burials are for. And incidentally, they don't actually bury them, it's a funeral where they've actually got, well, you'll see in the next one. So yeah, that's something that you don't want, so you bury them away. The body, most of the body is considered to be horrible and icky and dead, and you don't want to be reminded of that. And also creatures as well, if they aren't eaten from a day, or for them it's probably like when the sun's in the same position or something. So yeah, you don't like the aura. And then Koe, which is not meant to sound like left and head. Piece of body, often head, but for males, also genitalia preserved in clear sap. That's the clear sap we mentioned earlier. So, okay, hear me out. This language was quite boring, and I thought, come on, if anyone was going to do that, it would be humans, especially human males. And don't tell me you wouldn't. I know you would. So, yeah, they do that now. And they wouldn't bury them, they'd keep them there. And I suppose the sap would also not only help to, be able to seize them. Well, okay, no, that sounds weird now. But also it would stop the aura between quotation marks from seeping out and killing you. Which, it's not unreasonable. They've noticed that when something dies, it smells bad, and then you die. But, for most of the time, most of the Western world also believed in something that's name has transcended me. It's a thing, Google it. Google belief that smells cause diseases. Or comment it down for other people, I don't know. Preserved in clear sap, yep. Good. Oh, okay, we finished. Have we? Yeah, apart from the exceptions, which I've already established I don't like. Yeah, okay, I'm quite proud of this. I might take a break because I want to do a click language, because, I've learned quite a lot from this, and I want to start again. But I still want to do this as well, and yeah, it's very nice. Goodbye. Forever. Au revoir. Au revoir.